2 points dropped. 2 points dropped. What are we gonna do with these guys, man? What are we gonna do with these guys? They always let us down. It's been like this for years, and just as we did in our preview, and this was my biggest fear, as I said in my preview with Risto yesterday. I was fearing this match almost as much as I was fearing the Juve match, and this was why this Udinese team, we have to give them credit, but also discredit where it's due. It's the biggest terrorist team in Serie A, bar none. You know, there's as I said, you know, Spezia, Crotone, all these teams come and play nice football. These guys don't give a fuck about playing nice football, even though they did at some points. But these guys, you know, you saw that they were so happy with getting a 0-0 draw. They celebrated it like it was a win. That Gotti, that manager, you know, substituting a guy when he had a yellow card in the first half, because he knew that, you know, he wanted his guy to go in, so he wouldn't want to get the guy sent off. So he substituted a guy, Arslan, around the 30th minute, because yeah, he could have been sent off really, because he had another tackle that could have been a second yellow, and he got away with it. And he had another one. There was another player who had the same thing. Inter, man, Inter, these guys, these pussios, bro. They weren't that bad. This Udinese team, to be fair to them, you have to give credit. Like, these guys make every single team play like this. And Napoli played like this against them. Milan also played like this against them. That pitch today was a potato field plus the rain on top. It was an awful pitch. But no excuses, not good enough from the guys in terms of mentality, in terms of Conte as well, you know, doing the same thing over and over again. You know, you see, you know, Udinese are fine, completely fine defending against us with everyone behind the ball. Try to change something, you know, try to do something different. I know, same thing, 3-5-2 all the way until the end. Just change a few players here and there, but really in the end, it didn't make much difference. My biggest disappointment, obviously, today was Achraf Hakimi. He got into good situations. He got into, you know, those movements. He did those movements, those 1-2s that we really like to see. Got in behind the defense a couple of times, but his final ball, his touches today were just, he was Ashraf Hakimi, not Ashraf today, Ashraf Hakimi. Awful, maybe one of his worst performances in the Inter shirt, even though he was getting in those good positions, but just that final product was just not there today. Lukaku as well, another, you know, it's been a couple of matches now. Lukaku, you know, is not being at his best, and today he really, you know, he just played with his back to goal. He didn't offer any dribbles or, you know, any interesting passes, but it was difficult out there. You know, that Udinese team, as soon as you get the ball, there's 3 guys around him. Lautaro had the best chance once again, but this time I'm not really going to blame him too much, because he did well to get the ball in the first place from the misplaced pass from Rodrigo Becao, who, by the way, that Rodrigo Becao guy, one of the most punchable faces and punchable, you know, annoying playing styles ever in the Serie A. What a prick. But yeah, Lautaro, but Musso, we have to give credit there as well. That guy, that was a sick save on Lautaro. And those 2 guys know each other really well. They both played at Racing together. But yeah, and it's just not good enough. You know, we had the chances once again, you know, even though it was an awful match. I think that was the worst match that we've played this season in terms of aesthetically, but also in terms of, you know, play style, you know, chance creation, because usually, you know, we're a chance creation machine under Conte, especially this season, top scoring team in the Serie A. But today, no goals, but clean sheet. I have to say, 2 clean sheets in a row, so that's a little positive I'm going to get from this match. But Milan, Gasperini doing us a favour. Josip Ilicic, you know, one of maybe my favourite player in the Serie A. I heard it was a masterclass at the San Siro. I heard he was skinning them left, right and centre. They beat them 3-0. So, you know, it was a perfect chance for Inter to leapfrog Milan and, you know, go top of the table and be official winter champions. Because everyone has got a bit of a misconception that winter champions was, you know, when it was the winter break. But no, winter champions is, you know, at the midway point of the season. So today, Milan have been crowned, you know, winter champions officially. Not that it means anything, you know, it doesn't mean anything in terms of, you know, you're 17, 18 match through. So it doesn't really matter. You just, it's just a halfway point. But obviously it gives you that confidence going into the second half of the season that you're, you know, the top team. And historically, you know, once the winter champion usually goes on to win the Scudetto. We've seen it many years statistically that the winter champion, I think, has only been 1 or 2 cases in the last 10 years where it doesn't happen. So it would have been amazing to finish there. But These guys at the crunch moment, we thought after that Juventus performance, just need that extra, come on guys, just a little bit more. But once again, we fail. In terms of man of the match, it was one of those matches where really I can't really pick out much. I'm going to give it to Stefan de Vrij, my man of the match. He, even on those counters, because Kevin Lasagna might even be faster than Hakimi, because the commentator was saying that Lasagna this season has recorded a 38 kilometers an hour speed at one point, which is faster than Mbappe or Alphonso Davies at some point. So I think it's the fastest this season. So well done to De Vrij handling him on the counter, because he was getting a few lucky little rebounds and long balls through, and he did really well to marshal him and Deulofeu. So yeah, De Vrij. The Brozovic was also good to keep the ball ticking over, but everyone else not good enough today. Lautaro, Lukaku, no partnership. Young was really bad in the first half. Actually young, man, actually old, more like this guy. I know I've been saying it a lot, but once again, this guy showing that he doesn't deserve to be the starting left wing back for me. And we need to bring in someone else. And I know it's a difficult situation, but if we can bring in DeMarco, that would be so good. A proper left wing back that can whip in balls. Because on the other side, we do everything on the right side for a reason, because it's Young and, Vidal on this side, but Barella and Hakimi, they combine so many times on the right side. But when it goes down to the left, Young, you just know he's not going to take on the player. He's not going to go on the outside and whip something in. He always comes back in and, does a simple pass. And then when he does get the chance, he's just not good enough recently. But even Perisic, when he came on, really didn't make much of a difference. We got to see Stefano Sensi, which is always, a madness. It's like it's a big event for Inter fans on Twitter. Everyone's like, Sensi. But, he looked like he was a bit out of touch, a bit out of, practice. He didn't really make much of an impact. Sanchez as well struggled to make an impact, a couple of nice touches, but it is what it is. But first half of the season done, second in the league, 2 points behind Milan, so not too bad overall, but got to take it into the next season and make sure to secure this Scudetto. Conte got sent off, at the end. Udinese were like, time wasting, but the tempers were flaring. Even Oriali, I think, got sent off. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the match. Disappointing, but you try to take the positive, even though there's not much positive to take from this. But you guys know me, I always try to take a little bit forward. And first half of the season, okay, but I'm expecting some improvement second half of the season. Hopefully Sensi comes back to full fitness. Lukaku, Lautaro come back full firing. But yeah, that was my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on this match. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to leave a thumbs up, because we're out here, we're suffering. But as always, guys, Forza Inter, keep the faith, and let's see what happens. Ciao ragazzi.